Hi, this is a review for these two massagers which look pretty identical. So this one is the first one I got, the VIKTOR Jurgen. Jurgen. I'm pretty sure it's Jurgen. Right there. This is the first one I had, and I've had this now for a couple of months, but I was so happy with this. I really feel like I needed a second one, and I'll explain that to you later. But it gave me a chance to compare two different sellers and brands, which looks pretty much like the same item. So what it is just a rundown of what this looks like. This is the VIKTOR Jurgen. It's lit up. It's actually got these two big knobs and two smaller knobs right here. If you can see that. Two big ones and a smaller one and a small one. And I'm going to rotate it just so you can see what that looks like. So they come with 4 buttons. Here's the power button. Here's the direction, clockwise or counterclockwise. And this is for speed. There's sort of a slower pace and a faster one. So that's the slow and fast. As you can see, this changes directions. Am I doing it? Okay. I have to hold it down. So you have to hold it down to change the direction. It's like when I have it on, I know what I'm doing. When I don't, and I'm looking through the camera, I can't see. This is supposed to indicate heat. Now with this first unit, I couldn't tell if the heat is on or off. There's no indicator, except that it warms up. So it's sort of like a draw of the luck. If it heats up, then you've got it on, and if it doesn't, then it's not on. So I thought that was kind of weird, but 30 bucks, you know, I'm like, whatever. You know, if it heats up, it heats up. If it doesn't, oh well. So, okay, well, this is interesting. The other one doesn't seem to be lighting up. Oop, I just unplugged it. I don't know if it's just the light here in my room, but I can tell you, yeah, it's lit up. I just couldn't see it that well for some reason on this side, but it is lit up. So the way I use this is, you put it over your neck like this. And you put your arms through here. So you can control the pressure and the direction, how much pressure you want on the right and the left side. And it's easy to sort of distribute it to another part of the body. You've got control with this. But you can also crisscross it for some things you want to do. If you want to add more pressure, sometimes this is easier to do it this way. When you relax your arm and it just dangles like this, it seems easier to have it this way. But sometimes it's a matter of preference, and how much pressure you can apply also depends on what you're trying to do. So those are your two options, and for the most part, it does help on your neck, but careful with the pressure and also direction, because it could feel on your neck, it could feel all great one direction, and the moment it goes on the other direction, it is ow. So I have the power on, and so sometimes in one direction it doesn't hit your muscle properly, so it may not feel like it's doing as much. So reverse the direction, and you have to hold that button to get it to reverse. Then you can feel a difference in what muscles it can target. So play around with direction, that really helps, and pressure. And so also depending on where you put your arms, you can target. Feels really good. That's why I bought a second one. I carry my tension in my neck and my shoulders quite a bit. I've had some neck injuries, and so I get a lot of knots too in my neck, and definitely my upper traps, my shoulders. And you know, trying to do that by your own hand takes forever, and trying to ask someone to do that too it's not it's a tall order. So unless you go to the masseuse to take care of that, and for a while there I really went to a masseuse and had that worked on all the time. And I mean, if you go to a massage therapist or like Massage Envy, I mean, you'll easily spend 60 plus bucks for an hour. Okay, and if you think about it, that basically pays for these 2 units, and for one visit. And I've used this. The first month I had it, it's just I've been busy the last couple of weeks, but for sure 6 weeks, I just had it on top of my bed, and I would sit down. I actually got this for my husband on Father's Day, and I ended up being the one crazy about it, you know? So I get a lot of knots on my shoulders too. So it's so good to, you can do this. And I lay on my bed here, and so sometimes if I don't want to use all the pressure using my arms, I could lean into it on the bed, on the pillows. So the things I use it the most: neck, shoulders, and then I hug myself this way. And oh God, the middle of your back feels so good. And you can change the speed. I'm kind of like the fast speed kind of a person for the most part. The only time I use the slow one is if it really hurts. Then I'll use the slow button, but I'm more on the faster pace person. And that feels so good. It's worth it. And you can also do your lower back. And actually where I have it, it's sort of, you can still use your arms to get that area, but I like my low back too. So what I do is, let's see if I can't see what I'm doing. So what I'll do is, I'll sit on my bed and have it in the bottom, the base of my back, and use the pillows to push up against it like this. So I always get that lower back ache, especially where you know how you have those little dips on the, like right at the top of your sort of butt cheek. There's that little dimples. Oh, I get my sore spots right there. Now, I was hoping I could kind of see this would be useful for your legs too, but for the back, the shoulders, the neck, phenomenal. So I got 2 because, I mean, if you go to like use a massage chair, you get more than one action. It just feels like it's so good, you need another one. So I have that one on my lower back, and this one on the top. So I have both going. Hello. Look. And you just watch a show. I'm gonna prop this pillow up back here. You know how much those massage chair costs? Like the ones you sit at Costco, or like, I've got the bottom going. I've got the top going. What? I mean, essentially for $60, you have this. And I have used that VIKTOR JURGEN. There is an automatic shut-off timer on it. I don't know if it was 10 or 15 minutes, and I just restarted again. I mean, it's good that it has an automatic shut-off, but I don't know if, I didn't read anything that said let it rest for a while. I just basically restart that sucker back up and have it on again, so I don't have to do the pausing, and it's just haven't had any problems with the VIKTOR JURGEN. It's all works really nicely. So both units work fantastic. Now, comparisons, okay? The one thing I didn't realize, the only thing I didn't like about the VIKTOR JURGEN one was that you don't know when the heat is on, because the red, this lights up red. I'm noticing this one, is it losing its heat? Like, this one isn't lighting up anymore. This one is red. I thought earlier it was just the lighting in my room, but this one stayed red and this one doesn't. So I don't know if that affects the heat factor that's going to come out through here, or if it's just a lighting visual thing. I don't know. Only time will tell. I will let this run just to see if it actually makes a difference on the heat. But this already has paid for itself multiple times, because I've used it maybe 4 or 5 times a day for 4 weeks at least, you know. So now I don't see any light at all. So that's weird. Both of them don't have any lights. Okay, so let me see if I press the heat button, if that changes. See? It's kind of weird. I'm pressing the heat button and I don't know. Heat, no heat, whatever. But with or without heat, honestly, it's not a deal breaker for me, because I really just mainly want the massage and the kneading. The heat is a nice added bonus, but it's with or without it, whatever. As long as this keeps doing what it's supposed to do. But I mean, even if it doesn't last you more than a year, like I said, when you think about how much you pay for a massage, this is a bargain. So I love it so much. That's why I got the second one. So the difference between these two, now you see, the thing with this, I don't feel much heat coming out of this one. I know this, the Jurgen one definitely would produce heat. I don't know how long this has to go on for it to actually have heat. But the good thing about it is, when you turn this off, the lights go off, everything. So you know that this unit is off. The one thing, when I had this, and I just thought it was just one of those, you know, little things that, you know, development-wise, they weren't thinking, and it just, the way it is, that the red light would stay on even with the power off. Now it's back on again. But when I power it off, I'll show you, the light stays on. So for me to fully, and I can't remember if it was still hot from me using it, or if it, because it was generating heat, that to make sure that there is no power that's still going on. I mean, I care about, I'm one of those, I care about the environment and how much energy I'm using. So to know that it's totally turned off, I would disconnect it when I stop using it, just to be sure. So that was my only beef with this. But when this is turned off, everything goes off. So I'm going to turn it back on just because of testing for heat-wise. They're basically exactly the same. The box, the accessories. They come with a car charger, which is nice for people who do long drives or, you know, gosh, sitting in the car for long periods can aggravate my back. I know it does. So this would be nice to have. So it comes with, they both came with power cord for the car. So I know, I can't remember if they both came with a bag. One of them came with this. I don't know, just because for, I guess if you want to take it in the car or whatever, portability wise, it's nice to have this. But I don't know if they both came with that or which one came with this. So you might want to just look at their website when they show you what's in the box, if it comes with a free bag. I'm probably going to use it for something else just because this is something I'm going to keep in my room. And the other difference I saw between the two is the buttons. They're exactly the same. The only difference was like the coloring. This the second unit I bought actually has a black button and then 3 gray buttons for the others. So the black power button and all the others were gray. And for the VIKTOR JURGEN, they are all the same colors, black. Now I do also I can tell the difference also with the material. The VIKTOR JURGEN feels like a softer leather. They're supposed to be kind of like leather, but it seems like the VIKTOR JURGEN, which I paid more for, feels like there's more quality to the material. This one is fine. I mean, if this was the first one I purchased, I mean, I wouldn't really think much of it. It's just, you know, it's those PU leathers, you know, and I mean, I didn't buy it for that material. It's for the massaging anyway. That was important to me. See, now the VIKTOR JURGEN, both of them are lighting up. I know when I have it pressed against my back, eventually it starts to warm up. So I don't know if it's the resistance that causes it to sort of like, the machine itself is heating up. I don't know. I'm just focused on the massage itself and not the temperature, but it can get pretty warm, the VIKTOR JURGEN. I don't remember this getting too hot. I already feel a warmth through it. Like I said, these are pretty identical in that respect, even in the little kneading balls here. Size-wise, rotation, functionality, even the buttons are exactly the same: power, direction, speed, and heat. So, I mean, what else is there to say except they're both worth it. You know, if you have any muscle aches, stiffness, get it, try it. Especially with Amazon, you know, if it doesn't feel good for you, return it. That's why I love shopping at Amazon. It saves time, returns are easy, and you can't go wrong with it. So if you want to feel better, I do so much cleaning and whatever. I bust my butt. I mean, the last project that my husband and I did, we were cementing in the backyard. So we do a lot of physical labor, working out. I mean, these muscles are definitely work hard, and they're put through the ringer. And at nighttime, you know, when I'm relaxing in bed, these things are lifesavers. Even though I enjoy going to get a massage, I've come to the point, I've had so many massages already, but it becomes a hassle to try to schedule an appointment, and it's just an inconvenience of getting there and, you know, finding the right person who actually does the job that you want as a masseuse, and then, you know, undressing, dressing, and then driving and all that, when you could just say, oh, I'm going to get in bed and just, you know, this is my glass of wine. I'm not much of a drinker because I don't really hold my liquor well. But this is my glass of wine here, or two. And it's made me a better person since I'm more comfortable with my muscles. So if you guys are considering if this is worth the investment, by far means yes. Get one, and I will, on the description here, I'll add the details from the website and Amazon for the units, and you can click and compare, look at the reviews over there. But as far as this gal is concerned, it's worth it. It is a buy. So go for it. If you're hesitating, just do it. It's for yourself. Feel better for 30 bucks. What the heck? That's worth, like, I don't know, a manicure job, or, you know, or a haircut. But this will give you hours and hours of relief, enjoyment, relaxation. How can you go wrong? That's why I got two, you know? I know. And the other thing is, somebody always wants to borrow my husband, even though the first one's for him. I'm using them both, so at least it makes me feel less guilty when he's in bed and he wants a massage. I offer him, oh, you want a massage? I give him that one. So we both get a massage at the same time, so we're both happy. And when he's not using the other one, I get to have both. So what the heck? What a great investment. And I also bought one of those kneading things for the feet too. And let me go quickly grab that and show you. I actually got two different kinds of these for your feet. This is actually my second one. The third one I returned. I bought them at the same time, and I thought they would be exactly the same, but it's quite different. The first one I had a few years ago, I bought. I actually liked the way it kneaded better, but I'm okay with this one too. I just find that the balls here, they're smaller, and the other one I actually returned. It's a more well-known brand. This is Belmont Home Sleek Home. The other one I think was Homedics, but I tested them side by side, and the balls here are a little bit bigger, and the little balls, the ones that I believe Homedics had, they hurt my feet. They felt kind of sharp. Well, I mean, they're not sharp. It's just that it hurts my bones because they have a narrow surface area. So for the feet, these little massagers, I prefer they have a larger surface area. I feel like I don't have a lot of cushioning in my feet, so I can really feel that on my bones, and I don't like that one. But anyway, this is another thing to think about. I don't use this as much as I do those two, but it's good to have when my feet are sore. There's always someone in the house. We have 6 people here, so always someone who could use a good foot massage, but those two are my go-to nearly every day. So I hope this helps you guys get a massage, you know, a cheaper one by buying one of these things. I don't get any, I'm not affiliated with this product. I'm not affiliated with the manufacturer, the seller, or Amazon. I just love to share what I find that I really like, and I love these. So get one. Okay, guys, bye.